What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Dr. Splash. And today we have a debunk coming by way, of course, by Danko, one of the elder gods of the power scaling YouTube community, who unfortunately doesn't research anything he posts about. But regardless, he did a Doomslayer video. I highly doubt he researched the new game. So I'm going to use this to let you guys know right now. If you get this debunked to 400 plus likes, my Doomslayer scaling updated with his new stuff will drop immediately. On top of that, I'm really interested in doing Doomslayer versus Composite Godzilla. Let me know with the like button in the comment section if y'all are fucking with that idea as well. And check out my Discord too. We've been real active. We've been hanging out. You want to come chill, talk, um, discuss different topics, hang out in VC, all that. Hit up the Discord. But back on topic, we're gonna do this debunk. Let's see how strong he says. I'm a guess universal to multi, which I heavily disagree with. At this point, you can't get him below outer, especially with the new update. But he's always had pretty intense scaling dating back to the 2016 game. I believe that's when it came out. So should be outer. We're not going to see that from Danko. I highly doubt it. Let's see what he says. Let's see what the King's got for us.
On the table today. Just how powerful is the Doomslayer, really? He's a force of nature against the armies of evil. Well, we're going to analyze his strengths and powers, guns, and abilities to find out just how powerful he really is. So let's get to it. Doom Guy, also known as the Doom Marine or Doom Slayer, is one of the Earth's toughest and mightiest warriors who single-handedly fights.
One of. It doesn't like this is my problem with Danko, right? He be clicking pasting his shit, and then he be saying stuff like that doesn't even really make sense if you think about it. Like Doomslayer, this is why Doomslayer vs. Godzilla interests me. And sorry guys if you guys hear me ramble in this debunk. I've been heavily invested in Doomslayer lately, okay? Like this shit's about to be a banger when it drops. But the thing with Doomslayer that makes him so interesting when comparing to someone like Godzilla is both of them are the forces of nature. Not comparable, not one of Earth's strongest. No. That's the big dog. That's him, okay? Like, he's not one of these strong. I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but like, come on, man. It's Doomslayer. It's not a question who the strongest from Earth is. Like, what?
Against the armies of hell. In the end of Doom 64, he entered hell and closed the gateway to the living world in hopes the Earth will be saved, at the cost of Doom Guy having to fight demons for all of eternity. Countless centuries later, and through some serious levels of training and experience, he's grown much stronger, to the point where even the strongest demons in existence fear him as the Doomslayer. Now, Doomslayer is stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human, easily being superhuman.
I would hope you have him above normal humans. We would pray, right? Like this fourth grade intro.
He's not just going up against demons. He's even strong enough to knock over bridges with one punch.
Ah, so we got in our deep analysis of how powerful is the Doomslayer, we got him breaking bridges. Fuck with it, get a bag.
Shatter several tons of stone, obliterate steel doors, or send massive blocks of metal flying across the room with a hit, easily weighing dozens and dozens of tons.
This example right here is an example of absolutely useless scaling. Absolutely useless. This is nothing but fluff for the video.
But yeah, a lot of what Doomslayer is doing is just punching demons. He's absolutely obliterating them with his punches, tearing demons apart with his bare hands, to the point where it's been said that his hands are actually his most dangerous weapon. He just tends to prefer guns to either kill more demons at once or actually kill the demons slower and make them suffer more. And pretty much all these demons are all insanely tough. Even the weakest of them are said to have skin as strong as iron, bones as strong as steel, and their insides burn as hot as the surface of the sun. And he's popping them like balloons with the slightest touch. And demons only get tougher and tougher from there. Makes no difference to the Doomslayer. He's even done this against the toughest and strongest demons out there. Hell
Alright, so right now we have him at iron level. Sick.
Knights
3 minutes in.
and cyber demons and barons of hell, all being said to be more powerful than anything on Earth, and even invulnerable to harm. And
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I go back to my initial thoughts on him saying he's one of the strongest from Earth, he just said these bitches would fuck up anything on Earth. This is Tuesday to Doomslayer. Like, I just, like, why are we wasting time talking about these iron level? What the fuck are we doing? Like, what is this? I feel like I'm being pranked.
Doomslayer is wrecking them with his bare hands. Doomslayer is also pretty much nigh indestructible, especially in his Praetorian armor, and after he was enhanced even further by the divinity machine, having a shard of the Dark Lord's soul implanted inside of him. He can take attacks from all sorts of demons, even demons powerful enough to create massive earthquakes just by walking, and he's always mostly fine afterwards. He's even been able to survive massive explosions of argent energy, with argent energy being described as a boundless power source that gives out infinite energy. And an explosion was seen as a Category 4 dimensional event. Doomslayer took it and was just fine right afterwards.
Alright, 4 minutes in. We have transitioned from from iron level to boundless. Let's go.
Finally, Doomslayer is more than fast enough to dodge most every attack coming his way. He's fast enough to see the world moving in slow motion around him. Even just traveling throughout hell might include some impressive speed feats. After all, it's been described as an infinite realm with no true bottom, just an endless void. But probably Doomslayer's greatest attribute is just his sheer stamina.
It's also beyond the concepts of time and space. That's a big deal. Obviously, to measure speed, you need distance. If it's beyond the concept of distance, it's fucked. Too fast. It breaks the speed equation.
The guy just won't stop fighting, no matter what. Even before Doom Guy ever became the Doom Slayer, well, he was participating in non-stop action, fighting in several demon wars back to back to back. Just a one-man army, and holding back all the demons all by himself. And then he became the Doom Slayer, and his stamina only got even more impressive. Now he can fight for literally forever, rampaging across hell for all of eternity, never stopping to eat, sleep, or drink, never growing tired, and never actually stopped killing demons the whole time. And don't get me wrong, while Doomslayer can definitely kill demons barehanded, he really prefers using all his many weapons. And thanks to his training with the Night Sentinels, well, it's safe to assume that the Doomslayer is an absolute expert with every weapon that he carries and uses in a fight. His go-to is probably his trusty super shotgun, but it definitely doesn't just stop there. Doomslayer has powerful plasma rifles, cannons, and chain guns, and
So in the new game, there's actually like weapons that can straight up stated to be cataclysmic to creation. I wonder where he's going to scale his weapons because obviously he's not going to do the new game. So I wonder where he's going to scale it.
rocket launchers, or even his chainsaw. or the Sentinel Hammer when he decides to get up close and personal. Doomslayer is without a doubt a one man killing machine, one of the most powerful and deadliest warriors in all of existence. But probably his greatest claim to fame, what puts him on such an insane power level, is when Doomslayer managed to kill Davo. Like, sure, you can throw Doomslayer killing the Icon of Sin up there too, with the Icon of Sin being the strongest servant of Hell, the guy who's also known as the World Eater, literally able to consume planets. And
Maybe he'll correct himself. Don't fucking limit Icon Ascend the planetary. Realities get warped. It's from him fucking passing through on a Tuesday, all right? And he's like a threat to creation. So, especially with the new game and like confirmation that there is a multiverse, all that shit, it's a big deal.
Doomslayer killed him.
And Hell's an outerversal concept.
But it's really when Slayer killed Davo.
So yeah, it fucking matters, by the way. That's a feat. You list that, Danko. Instead of listing fucking breaking iron, and breaking steel, you list the Icon of Sin and you get into detail about that instead of breaking fucking cinder blocks. My God, like it's real frustrating. Like this is, and of course, let me preface this because I'm trying to be right? I'm trying to be cool. Don't spread hate, anything like that. Don't go to his channel hating on him or whatever. It's just I don't get how people watch his shit. Like you watch this video and the way it progresses, the things he talks about, the things he decides to skip over or barely talk about, the way he describes things, it's frustrating to consume. Like that's why I tell people like I don't watch his channel unless debunks are super requested because it's hard for me to watch. Like it really is. And I'm trying to not be personal when I say that. It's like you could chalk it up to a preference thing, like how I like things presented or whatever. But damn, it's frustrating, bro. Damn, like you're getting detail about breaking cinder blocks, but not the Icon of Sin. Holy shit! Like,
Davos that I want to talk about. But in order to do that, well, first we gotta answer just who is Davos? In the Doom universe, in the beginning, the void of nothingness was visited by the alien god known as the Father. Where he stepped, reality came to be, and he required a steward for the new worlds that were birthed into being. So, he created Davos, a primeval god, to watch over the world of Jakad and protect its people. But Davos despaired, for the people he was made to watch over withered and died, a fate that he himself could never experience.
we need the scaling, bud.
The father felt this despair and knew that Davos' attempts to make the people immortal would threaten his own creations, so Jakad was sealed away from the rest of the dimensions in existence. Davos' despair then turned to anger, and soon all of Jakad was corrupted and turned into hell, with Davos becoming the devil. At least, that's what the Seraphim race documents and what the Union Aerospace Corporation believes. In reality, Davos was the first being and the true creator of existence. The Father, a lesser member of the Maker race, conspired against Davos and sought to use his power to birth many worlds. To do this, the Father underwent a ritual to separate Davos' power from his body, leaving his consciousness.
I don't know where he scales this shit. Like that's what's important because it's about how powerful it is. It's taken a very long time to tell us how strong he is.
In an inert object called a life spear. The Father would go on to build new worlds and eventually live amongst humans as the artificial intelligence Vega, while Davos continued to rot in his prison. Eons later, when Hell's forces spilled out onto Earth despite the depowering and exile of their leader, the Doomslayer would find Davos' life spear, resurrect him, and kill the Hell God once and for all. And yeah, Doomslayer killed Davos, the creator of everything. And that's on top of battling against all the forces of Hell for all of eternity, becoming stronger than all of Hell's forces, killing titans the size of mountains with his bare hands, and battling the icon of sin, a world eater, killing him too.
Fucking World Eater,
And the
bro.
claims
Hold on. Before we have Danko arrested for his scaling. World Eater's fucking crazy. At best, off all the drugs, he's Uni plus. I mean, at worst, I'm sorry. At best, outer. That was an outer realm. He's fucking one of the strongest beings to ever exist there and taking over entire dominions in there. What do you think? Like, come on now. Oh man, it's rough.
around Doomslayer are crazy because he was able to kill Davo, scaling him up to multiversal and even outerversal because of this one feat. And don't get me wrong, it's a crazy impressive feat. But I have a slight
He's about to say some stupid shit. It's outer. Fighting in hell, traversing hell, fighting the icons in, that's outer. The whole new game beat the shit out of Cthulhu, who was only Titan class. With the new game updates, he's comfortably outer to high outer. Plenty of feats. Plenty of feats. Fighting these beings that exist in these realms that are inherently outer. Like, that's absurd itself, if it's beyond the concepts of time and space. But now he's about to say he doesn't think it's outer. What's he about to say? Let's see what Dumb Shay says.
problem with this, instantly putting Doomslayer up outer versal
Okay, so he doesn't think he's outer. Danko, you're wrong, but you're always wrong. So at least you're consistent.
levels. Because the way I see it, there's the primeval form of Davo, the god-like form that we see in the codex entries. And even then, gotta remember that the book follows the lies about Davo propagated by the father, so might not be entirely accurate. But that's where Davo gets a lot of his high-end scaling.
He would be stronger. He would be stronger than the fucking entry then. What are you talking about?
Saying that he created hell and him are one, with hell being multiversal. But even
Hell's not multiverse. Oh my god. Alright, let me relax a little bit. Okay. This argument sucks by him. Hell is directly stated to be beyond the concepts of time and space. In the new games too, has multiple statements as such. Guys, just get this to 400 plus. I'll drop that Doom shit tomorrow, man. Like, this is such a bad video. Uh, this is disgusting. Like, so, first of all, Davos, I don't know if y'all know this. Like, when the game's played and whatnot, and in the game lore, to get the physical body again, to get that vessel, is to be back at full power. So, Doomslayer killed a full powered creator, right? And this is someone that their minimum scales to all of hell, which is an universal concept being it transcends all of time and space and all the concepts of time and space. It's not multiversal. It's not. You can't say that. It's just not.
still, that's not the Davo that the Doomslayer fought and killed. He killed Davos' resurrected form. This Davo
Yes, resurrected, and because he has his vessel back, because he has a vessel, he can reach that power again. He can manifest that power again.
has been depowered ever since his resurrection by the hands of the Doomslayer, and looks like he lacks most of his primeval form's abilities.
Suits in these games, by the way, and in the lore, make you stronger. He's trying to kill Doomslayer. Of course, he's going to use something that channels it better, that makes him stronger. And yes, like I said, and lore, to have the physical vessel back, to have that vessel, is to be able to manifest the power fully.
Has to wear a suit of battle armor and fights with sword and shield.
He's fighting the goat. He's pulling up with all this shit. You don't show up to the final battle with no drip. Danko's stupid. He's either stupid or he actually doesn't play the game. Or he doesn't research it well enough. Like, damn, man.
And it's this form that's killed and defeated by the Slayer. And you just can't scale Davo at his highest to this resurrected form. His resurrected form was said to be weaker. On top of that, Davo's universe
Literally in the lore, if they get the vessel back, if they get to physically manifest, that's their true power. And he has a suit to make him even stronger.
multiversal scaling comes from him creating and ruling.
It also comes from hell itself. Hell itself is outerversal.
Hell. Not like shattering universes and multiverses during actual fights.
If Icon of Sin takes a shit that's a little too rough, the universe will be destroyed. Like, what's he talking about?
So, a few things in that. Again, Davo was a snap your fingers and create a universe type of guy. But that was way in the distant past. He's no longer at this level in the games or when he fights Doomslayer. That's confirmed over and over again. He has explicitly been depowered. And I'll do you one better from there. Even if Davo.
So where do you put him, Danko? If he's outerversal and you weakened him, by how much? By how much? And how much does that suit make him stronger? How much does that suit amplify him? Answer the questions that you propose, my boy.
Was still multiversal or outerversal while fighting Doomslayer still doesn't mean that they scale to each other. It's really just
Fuck? What? Hold on. Big if true. Hold on. Let me hear this one out, fellas. You said if you fight someone and kill him, doesn't mean you scale to him. Hold on.
while fighting Doomslayer still doesn't mean that they scale to each other. It's really just meaning that Doomslayer was able to kill a being much more powerful than him. It will be one thing.
Oh, so he does scale to it. What the fuck? So are you saying he doesn't scale to it, but his AP is outer to high outer? What? Danko defenders. Oh, defenders of the honor of Danko. I need answers.
If the Slayer clashed fists with a confirmed multiversal attack from Davo, but it's another thing entirely if the Dark Lord's multiversal power at the time was only creation.
Like, if you put Danko on the spot, like if he's streaming, you're like, how is it multiversal? He's not going to be able to tell you how it's multiversal. Oh, this is a frustrating ass video, man. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Listen, 400 plus likes. I'm on y'all's ass with the Doom Slayer scaling. Let me know if you want to see it. But anyways, guys, it's been your host, Dr. Splash. I apologize if I seemed a little heated. It's just it's so bad in terms of scaling. It's more jokes than anything else. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And remember, it's Yancey Street. Which is